and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's get ready to rumble. Welcome to the Three Good Guys podcast. It's been a minute.
It's been a couple weeks.
But now I'm back like I never left.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
My name is
Miles.
Yeah. Your name is
Rodney.
Your name is
Yeah, so it's good to be back, guys. You know, this is season 2, right?
Officially, yes.
Season 2. We got great plans for you guys. We plan on doing some new things. My name is Leonard Brown. These are my running mates with me here. And I'll be running for president of the United States.
You're the only one that got offended. It's okay.
Yeah.
He said he's running for president of the United States.
I have a great platform. No, real talk.
Are you old enough to run for president?
Let me. Do you want my platform right here?
Here we go.
A flat tax, 10%.
Mm-hmm.
No, what's those things called where you can like write stuff off all the time? No, everyone's paying 10%. Straight across the board. If it's good enough for God, it's good enough for me. All right? Then the government has to make that 10% work. If you can't make that work, you don't have a job in the government, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then how I'm going to battle this whole, poverty stuff, I'm bringing, what's it called? Trade schools to the high school. So you can graduate as an electrician or a plumber, something like that. Do those two things, fixed America. Made it great for a first time.
You're going to fix it so good that you don't even need to vote
They
again next time?
Yeah.
That's my platform. So
there's one thing that you forgot about.
What's that? Black people?
Corporate greed.
You did forget about corporate
greed. And so you know what?
They paying 10%.
That's a great plan.
Everybody paying 10% straight across the board on every dollar.
If everybody can agree to that, then sure, it'll work out great.
They're going to agree to it, or the U.S. military is going to make them agree to it. I think it's a great idea.
It is a great idea. But you know what? Kind of piggyback off of that. I was having a conversation with one of my family members, and companies. I mean, the U.S. the government is a company.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they're making money. They're a for-profit
yes, it is.
business.
Absolutely.
The biggest for-profit business.
So yeah, they want their heavy hitters, to make the big money, and so they're going to do things and make plays in order to do that. And if we can get that out of the forefront of the government into where everybody can still eat and actually do their job, then sure, it'll work out. But
yeah,
I'm kind of I don't know what the word is for it, but I don't see that ever happening. It's just never.
No, the greed is here to stay. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I got a question for you.
What's up?
Mr. Black Man running for president.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for my people?
I'm going to charge them only 10% tax. That's a tax cut. That's a tax cut. We talking about. Yeah, 10%.
Okay.
Straight across. I mean, if God only wants 10%, who am I to ask for more?
You got a point.
Straight across the board. You didn't make it work.
You got a point. Running for president, but you can't run
Make it enough.
And I'm concerned that you thought that you could.
I know I can run on the next ticket. I have to be 35 years old.
Oh, well, you said you're running now.
No, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, next one. Anyways.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I mean, we can do that on the next
ticket. Can we get the episode actually started?
Let's get things rocking and rolling.
Right.
A lot has happened. Since we were last together. Which one we want to jump in here first?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, we always kept talking about got a baby on the way, baby on the way. Well, baby is here. And I'm going to bring up my lovely wife because I want to kind of talk to you guys about...
Come on!
Talk to you guys about...
Gina. Do the kick.
Keep your leg down. This is a family show. No, we want to kind of talk to you guys about the delivery process. It was a lot. I'm gonna let you start. And then I'll probably cut you off at some point. But yeah, go ahead.
At least you guys know cutting off is his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really crazy. We was hoping baby was gonna come on its own. He was very stubborn.
Yeah, very stubborn.
We had a false alarm a couple of days prior to when we actually had him, and he said, "Just kidding."
Yeah.
He said he was testing us. See if
I said that's my boy. He gave her like some contractions to see like how quick can we get to the car and everything before he came. He was like, I need to make sure y'all know what y'all doing. Yeah. Right. He was like, okay, y'all did that right. We'll go ahead and wait till
it was terrible.
The actual day.
Yeah. So we were supposed to get induced on the 22nd of July. So we went in for that morning. Everything was going well. You know, contractions were going very slow. Everything started off slow, and the doctor was even like, oh, you know, they put this thing called the balloon in you. Never heard of it. But I was like, okay. And so they said it stays in for what, like 12 hours?
Yeah.
So the doctor was like, okay, cool. You know, everything's going slow. So I'll probably see you guys tonight. Mind you, we got there like 9 a.m. So he was like, it can stay in there till like 9 p.m. So we thinking, okay, this is going to be an all day thing. Day. Yeah. So they ended up giving me some Pitocin. It gave me another dose of Pitocin. That got things rolling, right? So got to 5 centimeters. Everything's going good. The nurses come in there to break my water because everything's sped up. It's like around almost 3 or at 3 o'clock at this point. So my water ends up breaking on its own. So I'm excited. I'm like, bang, my water broke. We're excited. He's on the side talking to my mom. They're just keying. And so everything's going good. I'm feeling good. I got my shot of epidural. If y'all know about the epidural, honey.
She was hot. I can't feel my legs.
I couldn't feel my back. I couldn't feel nothing. And I was excited. You hear me? Because them contractions was hitting. And I said, shoot me up. Okay? So when they gave me that epidural, I was great. Water broke. We're good. Everything's good.
Let me pause you right there. So her water breaks. She tells me my water broke. She's excited.
I wasn't lying about to interrupt the thing.
No, you know, that's how we work.
Y'all.
We teamwork. That's how we teamwork. And so she's like, hey, my water broke. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, we getting ready to be game time. I'm talking to her mom. The nurse tells me, like, hey, Leonard, go.
No. You know, babe.
Who interrupted who? Who cut whom off?
Y'all making it.
Y'all making it. You get the head of it, okay?
Okay.
So, like I said, water breaks excited. 60 seconds later, okay, the nurse comes to me all calm as can be, and she says, okay, Gina, the umbilical cord fell out before the baby. So now we are in an emergency C-section.
Who has heard of that?
Never heard of that
in
my life.
I didn't know the cord could come out before the baby could come out. That's just, insane. It's crazy. So we went from having a great day to a
quick emergency.
So,
out the blue in seconds.
So she tells me, she says, Leonard, go to the nurse's station and get some scrubs. So I walk out the room. I'm on my way, and the nurse thing is like 20 feet, maybe. I'm on my way there. I get halfway there.
Like that? So, we're going to be interrupting each other today. No. Stay there. No,
stay. Look bad on camera, babe.
No.
You know,
you guys
I run this. In case anybody's wondering.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, yes. So, Paul, stay there.
I'm right there.
Mind you, like I said, the nurse came to me, talking calm, telling me what's all that's about to happen. She said, we are in an emergency. The other nurse that was with her was holding the umbilical cord the entire time, like holding it in there. Leonard is chit-chatting with my mom, Kiki, and he don't know the level of urgency because the nurse is here in my ear telling me the urgency. She's like, it's about to be a bomb rush. People, I'm going to be here with you 100% of the time. She's calm. I'm just listening, saying, because I already had an emergency C-section with my daughter. I didn't want another C-section. It's been 6 years. I wanted natural, but it was too late, and I couldn't do nothing about it. So I'm boo-hooing. He over there kikiing. They just telling him to put on scrubs. He like, okay, la-di-da. Now go.
So I'm walking.
Not running.
I'm walking. I get about 10 feet out the room. There's an announcement on the PA system about room. I think we're like room 116 or something. I'm like, hey, that's my room. Right? Next thing you know, every nurse, and I'm looking at the nursing station, every nurse there runs right past me, full speed, and into the room. They grab Gina, and they're just like, oh, you know, you ever see like ER show or whatever? That's what it looks like. They're just with the little bed and stuff, like just full speed. So I'm like, there's nobody at this nurse station. So what am I supposed to do? I turn around, I head back to the room, and there's like one like straggling nurse, and she's like, "You're the dad?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'll get you some scrubs." So they give me some scrubs. I'm on my way into, like, I'm changing and walking at the same time. I'm on my way into where they have the baby at, and our doctor shows up. He's like, "Hey, Leonard." And I'm like, "Oh, hey." He's just, like, washing his hands. He was like, "Well, I guess he's coming right now, huh?" I'm like, "Ain't you supposed to be in the room with the baby. So, anyways, we get in there, and as soon as I open the door, I just hear them say, "Oh, here he comes," and I see them pull Josiah out, and the doctor is behind. The doctor, our doctor, when we paid all that money to, went to go see every 2 weeks. That guy, he's standing behind me, looks over my shoulder, and says, "Oh, he looks to be doing good." Healthcare in America, what I tell you. But it was a really scary situation though, because like I said, they all ran right past me. The amount of time from her being in the operating room to him being born was 3 minutes.
Yep. Wow. That's how fast everything happens.
That's how fast. But I want to give a shout out to the hospital because they were really cool. They talked us through it. One of the nurses grabbed her phone and took a bunch of pictures. So we got all kind of pictures.
Immaculate pictures in my phone.
I was like, who does that? Like, that's a really cool service. And so, yeah, so Josiah came. She was crying. I'm standing next to her. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, he's healthy. Like, I'm letting her know, like, what they're telling me. He's healthy. I'm looking at him. She's boo-hooing. And she tells me, she said, I didn't want a C-section. I'm like, that's what you're crying for? Like,
that's literally
he's
what
healthy,
my tears were.
You're healthy. Like, I mean, I didn't want it either.
I didn't care about
body. I know.
None of that.
But, like, that's what she's crying for. I'm trying, like, to keep my composure. But I'm like, I know that ain't what you're crying for.
That's exactly what I was crying for.
And then, I didn't look over the curtain. Because my barber, I went to the barbershop like the week before. I know y'all saying you need to go back. I'm on my way back. I got an appointment for Tuesday. My barber,
he couldn't get
I couldn't. My barber said, he was like, yeah, man, like, you know, I want to see it all. Like, I'm in there looking. I want to see how they put the guts in there. Then I saw, like, all I saw was this thick line of BLOOD on her leg. And it was, like, sticky. And I was like, I'm not looking over that curtain. Like, that was more than enough for me. And so I think I'm holding Josiah, and I'm holding him next to her face, and we're just sitting there, you know, the three of us in the most surreal moment ever. Like, it's having a kid, it's surreal. Like, you can prepare for it, you can mentally prepare for it, but when the kid actually shows up, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I have a child. It was crazy. And while I'm going through that moment, I hear the doctor say, like, okay, he's talking to another doctor. He's like, okay, when you're done, I'm going to put her uterus back in. And I was like, uterus come out? Like, I didn't know. Yeah, it was a crazy story.
Poor man was traumatized.
But God is good. It made me not want to go through the birthing thing again. I always wanted a daughter. Don't know. Don't know if we'll go through that again. But God is good. It went from emergency to, you know.
Everything's okay.
Yeah. It's too fresh right now.
It's too fresh.
Yeah, I was like, give us a year to discuss it.
It's too fresh.
Just discuss it, not have one. Discuss it, and then we'll see.
And I don't know, like they said, the odds of that happening is like, I think 1 in 10,000 or something. Something crazy. And I'm like, so that's what we just hit the lottery on that? I was like, nah.
I said, what are the odds? So yes, I was definitely bawling my eyes out when they said we have to do a C-section, because when I say everything was going perfect.
And then let me tell y'all another reason why I don't know if I want to do this. So this is after. I'm sorry, babe. I got to talk about this. This is after we have him. We're in the recovery room, and we're upstairs actually, and they like hook her to Ivy, and she throws up again. I'm like, dude, I thought it was over. Like, she threw up the whole pregnancy. I'm like, the pregnancy is over. And she threw up again. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this again. I'm not going through this.
Them IVs didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
They wasn't agreeing. Yeah, it was an experience. To say the least. But we got our little boy.
She handled like a trooper though. She better than me. And they gave her oxy.
Yeah, she was enjoying that one. Okay.
We was watching.
I never had oxy before in my life.
You know how the oxy went.
Listen, we was watching that Pop the Balloon and Find Love show, and she just saying stuff, and she's like, "Could you imagine if you up there and they bring out a stud?" I just lost it.
Oxy was doing it.
Oxy did do some stuff to you, yeah.
If anything, it put me to sleep, which was great because I have a hard time sleeping. So that was my favorite part of that thing. I was just
beautiful.
So that was our story.
And crazy.
At the same time, literally though, legit.
Yeah, Yeah, thank you for letting us tell our story.
I appreciate it. And now, because that's the first boy, so I finally got a nephew. I got nieces to spare, except for can't nobody have them. But that's the first boy.
Yeah, we made history, baby.
The first shot, you know how I do.
You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
Okay, I can leave now. Okay. Thanks for having me, guys. Drinking Guys podcast. That was a family show.
I'm showing people what happens.
That's right. In a family.
That is right.
How do you get a family?
That's how you make a family.
And we doing it God's way.
That's right.
Yeah, just don't shake my hand with that hand no more. That's the only thing. But congratulations to you.
One day you'll understand. One day you'll understand.
It's already too late.
Yeah, it's already late. I'll tell you some stuff after.
No, I don't. I'm good. You can keep all that to yourself. But yeah, I had some. So I just got back from Atlanta a few hours ago.
All right.
That was a great trip. Shout out to.
Hey, what happened when you was in Atlanta, bro?
You know what? I'm about to talk about that. So I'm going to Atlanta for a conference, right? The conference called Breaking the Silence. It was done by William Winfield. So shout out to you, Will. Preach Will. Will is blessed. Anyways, so the conference was amazing. Miss Tiana went with me, and she had never been to a conference of any sort. So she didn't know what was going on. But we get there and it was great. Of course, it's a business conference, but in true Miles fashion, this is a conference of a bunch of believers are there, and so that was awesome. It was a ton of education, but also preaching going on, like right at the same time. Like it don't matter who you was talking to, how much money they made, they were all preaching the gospel. It was awesome being in a room with successful folks on their way, folks that have made millions of dollars. So yeah, it was a great time. I made some amazing connections. And then when I got home, I had a girlfriend. So you know, you know what I'm saying? No balloons was popped on this one.
No balloons got popped.
We got all our balloons intact. Yeah, you feel me? But yeah, that's what happened. So that was pretty cool.
I'm happy for you. Yeah.
You know, I haven't been in a relationship, a real relationship, in a long time. I want to say how long, but I can't remember because it's.
They don't even matter.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't matter.
Don't matter. But that's what happened. So the conference started, and that was the first time I could introduce someone as my girlfriend.
So. No longer single, huh?
No longer single.
You're on your way to really be
ladies, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I know there was a lot.
You just want to go down.
There was a lot of ladies out there just like, man, if I could just get them in the room with me. You know? And not even private, like, just in the same building.
Yeah.
But,
some of them just want to be in the same Instagram thread.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, it's over for you.
It's done. It's done.
So pray his strength, and maybe next time, maybe you'll be a little bit quicker.
You don't make.
You gotta be quicker than that.
If they wait about 18 years, you feel me?
Oh, no cougars on my son.
Yeah, if they waiting 18 years.
Yeah,
you're right.
Mercy.
You're right.
If you're waiting another 18 years, you
strike that.
Hang it
strike
up.
that from the
record.
record.
That from the record.
That was never said.
Well, no, don't hang it up. You can find love later in life.
Oh yeah,
just probably won't be anybody in this world.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, tell your daughters, okay? It's about 18 years. But yeah, so that's what happened. It was really cool. Got to talk to some amazing people. I think that some great things just got put in place. Some stuff I haven't even told her about yet.
Okay.
Who's her?
Wait.
Who's her?
Oh,
my girlfriend.
Ooh.
Y'all should see this corner over here. It's wild. Yeah.
But since you're on the show, you said some things you haven't told her. Is there one thing you can
Yeah,
good guy exclusive?
Absolutely. Well.
A good guy exclusive?
Not yet, because some things concern other people. So I can't say. But what I can say,
you can't even get the scoop to your own show.
What I can say for sure is that I went out there and I was able to speak with some people, And my event that's coming up, there's some folks that I met down in Atlanta that are talking about, okay, I think I need to fly to Dallas. Because I think I need to be at his event as well.
Yeah.
Some people that I met down in Atlanta, when I do this event next year, they're definitely going to be there.
Okay, yeah.
And some of these folks are what people will call heavy hitters.
I know. I told you I was going to be there.
He's right. Heavy hitters. Look, I'm just here. I'm the gasser, okay? You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Leonard will be in the house. Give it up for him. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
But I need all y'all to be there this year, September 28th, 2024. You can go to churchwithavoice.com to get your tickets to Speak Up Church.
I'll be right below.
That was a plug.
It came out of nowhere. It just felt
appropriate. I'm gonna charge your company.
Oh, really?
An advertisement fee.
Oh.
For our airtime.
That's crazy.
100%. Yeah, definitely. So, Ronnie, what's going on with your life? I know you didn't have any kids or a new girlfriend.
You know, got the same girlfriend.
Okay.
For the last, how long has it been? Ooh, maybe like 15 years.
Come on now.
Married for 7.
Come on now.
Yeah. You know, it's been. I'll be honest. These last actually like 2 months of my life has been like a lot of ups and downs. A lot of super crazy highs, and a lot of like lows. But I'm grateful that I'm here.
That's the right perspective. That's the right.
And you know, so I'll say some big news. I mean, since we're talking about big news, so I don't know if you guys have heard a little bit about my grandmother's story and about how she had a son that she had basically got disconnected from, for lack of a better term. But since he was a child, he was really small. So my grandmother was actually sick with tuberculosis for almost 2.5 years. Back when her oldest son was probably in his single digits, 5, 6, 4, one of those ages, somewhere around there. Correct me if I'm wrong with the Thomas family. But very young, and his father took him, and then she hadn't seen him since. And he is now in his 70s, and my grandmother is 98 years old, 99 years old now. And they got to see each other in person for the first time last week. That's beautiful, man. So it's been a long time coming. It was just a small subsection of our family, and it was a really healing environment, and it was really good to finally meet my uncle. And you know, we've heard about him literally our whole lives. Like the whole family, has heard about him but never seen him, didn't know where he was. And actually, in 2020, we actually found him. My sister was on, I don't know if it was on Ancestry, and we found the connection through his son, and we were able to track him down and everything. And so they had been in conversation since then. But you got to imagine him, most of his life, you know, he had lost both of his parents that raised him, his father, his biological father, and his mother who raised him. And so, you know, he's in the 70s, grandfather, you know, everything, retired, and he finds out that his biological mom was still alive, and that's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of questions he wanted answered, just like, and it really put into perspective for me a couple things he shared. And I won't go into full detail, but just even as somebody who would say had lived a life already, you know, fulfilled life per se, still all those years, you know, wanting the answers that even like, you know, him at 15 or 13, or, you know, would have asked. And my grandmother just overwhelmed the emotion. It was just a great thing. And I think that I choose that to be the highlight of these last 2 months. And I think that's the most important thing. But yeah, man, like that was huge.
That's beautiful.
That was
beautiful. Man.
That was amazing. Like I went home feeling like, okay, this is awesome. So yeah, shout out to my family. Shout out to my uncle Yogi. We love you, man. I know he sometimes peers into the podcast from time to time, or goes into the. So yeah, man, it's awesome. So hopefully we get to see more of him and meet the rest of the family and stuff soon. So.
Listen, that's one of the most beautiful, touching stories anybody's going to hear this entire year.
Yeah.
Or for the rest of the year.
It's a Lifetime movie right there.
It really is. This is literally the kind of things movies are made of.
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually wrote
not Lifetime.
Well, I actually wrote a song. It's actually, I don't know if it's still on my Instagram, but it's called, oh my gosh, I'm going blank now. It's called On My Mind. And it's literally just a small excerpt song about like how I felt my grandmother would have felt, you know, longing to see her son.
I'm going to
go back and listen.
I'm about to go back to that. Yeah.
So, what's your Instagram page again?
It's JAYAREIZ. No, that's my email. JR. JAYARE. Period spelled out PERIOD. Yeah.
If we had somebody that edited the videos, we could just put it.
Yeah, the bottom. You can throw it in there. It's just like a quick.
There's somebody who does
50-second little excerpt, little song, But yeah, man, like that was amazing. Another news, I'm out on the job market now. We're back searching.
Hey,
so pray my strength.
Wait, me too.
Yeah,
me too. Because I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I'm on leave right now because I just had a baby, and I'm like, this is a good time.
Yep.
To find something new. I was talking to one of my friends online yesterday, and she said she took a pay cut to work fully remote, and she was like, "It's worth it." And I'm like, "I'm not gonna take a pay cut, but I'll take a pay just saying to go fully remote for sure." Especially I commute to work. You drive too.
Yeah, I drove for a long time, but that's what I'm planning on doing. I really want to. Honestly. It just put things into perspective for me. Like, I really want to start school back, and that's the ultimate goal. And if I'm able to do that from a remote, thing, then that's what that'll be the best bet for all of us. So.
Well, let me tell you, we always say it's never too late. I don't know if I think but I went back to school. I think last year.
Yeah.
My last class starts next week, so I'll be graduating in about a little less than 2 months. Because it's only a 6-week class. So yeah, do it, man. Do it.
Definitely, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I have to do remote work. My current job, I drive into work to teach people that are at home. It's annoying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's annoying. Great job. Don't get me wrong. Love the company.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could find something in the company, but that's just I'm looking for remote work right now.
Yeah, man, I'll be praying. I'm doing a special prayer and fast this week. If y'all want to join me,
let me know.
Just for that, because there's a couple other friends and family that are going through the same thing right now, are looking for work and everything, and so I just want to pray and ask God for the.
What's the fast so I can?
So we were doing it's your own thing,
of course.
But we were doing because we're out. We eat out a ton, so we're gonna just completely kill that, which is good anyway. That was gonna be the start, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm still praying on everything in detail. I'm gonna let you guys know, but that's the goal for this week.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm with that
for sure.
Yeah, I need to go ahead and do a fast myself. So one of the cool things that happened is my lady was telling me about.
What?
You heard exactly what I said. Mm-hmm. She was telling me how important the event that I'm doing is. Not to plug the event, but
because you already plugged it.
Already plugged it. But in all honesty,
to plug the event.
No, but in all honesty, the event actually is to show people the power of your voice. Mm-hmm. Us Christians specifically, to help us to get outside of just the walls of the church, to share our voice, share our testimony, share what God has done to a much broader audience. And then also, how can you monetize that? How do you get paid just to talk about the things that God has done for you? So that's what the purpose of the event is. And she was telling me this is powerful. And the enemy's not going to be okay with just letting you do something like this and just letting people get this kind of a education and just letting the gospel be shared all willy-nilly all over the place. That's not going to be okay. And then we go to this event, and some of the things people were talking about is listen, there's some people in here doing some things that are just too important. It's too heavy. There's no way the enemy is about to allow you to do the things that you are attempting to do right now, and saying how you need to, you need to be prayed up, you need to be fasted, and all these other kinds of things. So Not that I hadn't listened to it before, because I did, but now it's brought back up again. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, if you got to fast,
definitely
put me in on it.
Exactly, because I think right now, well, I've always kind of it's crazy because you go back and you listen, even to words you said previously, and I knew like the trajectory of this year was going to be really different. And that's what I asked God for.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
you said that on the podcast.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. And so I understand that now, more so now. So I'm not necessarily, because within the last, losing loved ones and stuff like that. So stuff has happened. So you're still emotionally hearing it, but I've always like through it all, I've been sitting there knowing like, okay, God, like you got things planned out, and so I'm trusting what you said because I know what I committed to at the beginning of the year, and so things are just in motion right now. So.
Yeah, that's good. I love it. And just to give Miles a shout out, I went to your Speak Up Church last year. It was a phenomenal event.
I didn't get to go, but every single person that went, there was like, oh, it was awesome. My mom went; she really enjoyed it and everything. She was just like,
it was like, and don't take this with any disrespect. It was one of those events that was so good, it makes you like, oh, Miles put that on? That's not a disrespect to you. But it's like, like people could know you and they don't know what all you have in you. It was like that. Because it was really, like, people won't expect that to come from you and the people that you partnered with. You're really working on a really high level. So,
yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you so much. If I could ask y'all for something, and I meant to text your mom about this. Listen, I need the church to be there. And I will give everybody a part of KCM a big discount, but I want as many people there as possible. So if y'all could put that in the announcements, definitely. Get it in the Facebook pages. So not just a one-time thing.
And this is well, not necessarily live, but this is live on the podcast.
Live-ish.
Yeah.
Whatever PDS things that you have, if you send them to either, Brother Matthew,
yeah.
Send it to him, and then we'll make sure to implement it. I'll talk to them too. We'll make sure to implement it on because it's going to be held at Price Center. So yeah, we'll make sure to implement it on.
Greatly appreciate it.
So
greatly appreciate it.
They can see that.
But yeah, and you know what? I'm looking forward to whatever happens with you because you did mention this earlier this year. How this year was going to be different for you. You knew that there were some changes that you had to make, and you mentioned one of them possibly being where you worked. Mm-hmm. So if you knew this then, that's how we know something is coming.
Exactly.
I don't know what, but I know something is coming.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I just hope it's remote. Man.
I'm clapping it up for that. That's exactly what
I hope it's remote.
Listen, remote work is so much better.
Yeah.
Especially when you live like where we live now, we're far from everything. If you got a job, it ain't near my house. You know what I'm saying?
There's just certain type of jobs where you just don't have to be in an office.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Like you don't like being in an office doesn't change anything about you completing the task in front of you. Mm-hmm. And I know it's sad that we got that way because of COVID. I'm not saying I'm happy COVID happened, but out of the things that happened as a result, the work from home was great. I do work a hybrid schedule, but I want a fully remote schedule.
Fully remote, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
And I'm also looking forward to all the business ventures, whatever they may be, going to new levels.
Yeah.
Let me talk about a ministry venture, so to speak.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So the other day I was just walking down the street, and I was like, God, like,
every day when we're walking down the street. I'm sorry.
Did y'all hear that?
I'm sorry.
What he just sung?
I'm sorry.
And I say, hey.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Get along with each other. You gotta listen to your heart. Listen to the beat. Listen to the rhythm. Okay.
Those information.
And it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself. See, that's a good message. That's a good message. Believe in yourself. What was I about to say? Oh, so I'm trying to work off the dad bod, so make sure that my wife still thinks I'm attractive. So I'm out there walking, doing my like 4 miles or so, something like, something like. I'm walking, but I'm really thinking like, God, I want to be used for you. Like that's what I'm thinking, right? I've been a licensed minister since I was 18. That's a long time now, and I don't feel like I really launched my own ministry, so to speak, right? just supported others. And I've done a good job of doing that. I'm like, God, I don't really want to be used for you. So I'm just like walking down the street. And as I'm praying that, this car that's parked on the street, on the back of the car says Jesus is Lord. And I'm like, look at that. Like, praise God. Like, somebody representing God. And I thought, I was like, we have a Facebook group for our community. And I was like, you know what? Let me just start a Bible study in my community. And so we launched it last week. We had no people show up. But we had a lot of people say they was going to show up. Right? So that's where it starts there. Part of the reason they didn't show up is because the school did have like back to school night. So they was there. But had about 8 people said they're going to come tomorrow. So we'll see. But this really... And I'm just reading like one chapter and just breaking it down. I'm not like studying beforehand and coming up with sermons and starting a church and nothing like that. But this is like, to me, is really doing what God called us to do. It's like having the people in my community come together where we read the word, we encourage one another, we pray for one another, and then we go out and be like vessels within the community. Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm like most excited about. That's awesome. And you know, it's God, because I always consider myself a pretty shy person, so like I don't go out and meet new people. But this is just something I really want to do, and I'm excited about it. So I'll let you guys know if somebody show up, and if they don't show up,
you show up.
Oh yeah, no, we still had a Bible study. Yeah, me and Gina still went through. We went through Acts chapter 1.
Probably all it was. The Lord was like, you know, let me make sure you show up.
Yeah, we did Acts chapter 1, so we did Acts chapter 2.
Everybody don't show up today on stage.
Yeah, like, wait, everybody else coming.
But you see, like my neighbor said they was coming, so. Yeah,
that's when I go back and knock on the door.
Exactly. I'm gonna get one person.
Is your phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one person for sure. I can go next door. All right, did you want to have it here? Would you invite us?
Is that what you were saying? My bad.
Yeah, but I'm really excited about that because, like today, you know, God Logic came over today, and then he came to the door, and he was outside for a long time. We saw him sitting outside, and he was like, he came to the door. He was like, "Hold on, guys, I got somebody getting ready to receive Christ like live online right now." And he went back outside, and I was like, "That is amazing!" Like how, think about it. How many people have you honestly led to Christ in your walk? And we're all like 30, right? Mm-hmm. And like it's not a big number. Like it's been a few, but it's not a big number. And so to see somebody doing it, like constantly do it, was really, really inspiring. So. Oh, and another thing. So the first person that said like they was gonna come, it was like a LGBTQ plus
that's exciting.
Family. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, right? Like that's what I'm talking about. And you know, some people would whatever, but I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. They were the first people to respond. And then they end up saying later, like, "Oh, my partner's not sure about it yet." So we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, I was excited about that. So
that's awesome.
That's what I'm doing. Hopefully, before I leave this earth, I can show somebody who Jesus is.
Come on now, that's what I'm talking about. And I want to go back to the LGBTQ plus community. So you mean to tell me that you were just willing to love on some people that didn't live like you live, and you were just gonna openly share the love of Jesus with them, even though they don't live life like
WWJD.
Mm-hmm. You know what would Jesus do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Bring those back.
Yeah, they didn't bring those back.
You don't see enough of those WWJD.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
T-shirts. You know,
is that how we gonna make America great again?
That's probably how.
Yeah. If Make America Great Again was WWJD.
Yeah. I think that would change some things. I think that would have helped COVID if we still had WWJD bracelets. Mm-hmm. I think that would help inflation if we had the WWJD. Because inflation ain't nothing but somebody being greedy.
Oh, talk about it.
That's all that is. Mm-hmm. And would Jesus be greedy? No.
Absolutely not.
But they don't have a bracelet on to remind them not to be greedy. So we need to bring them back.
So does somebody own the WWJD name?
I'm sure they do.
Somebody does.
Does it have
what are they doing?
Does it have a little art thing at the end of it? Because if they don't, I might bring it back myself.
We look and see.
Yeah, look and see if somebody owns that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Trademark.
But yeah, that does bring up something bigger though. I hate it when Christians can't have conversations with people. Wait, is it not trademark?
Guess who owns the trademark? According to this AI thing on Google. Tyler Perry won the trademark rights for the phrase "What would Jesus do?" in 2014.
But I'm not doing the phrase. I'm just doing
just the letters.
WWJD.
Well, it says WWJD.
Okay, you got them both. Okay, I'm just checking. Well, Tyler ain't gonna sue me. I'm gonna start selling them bad boys.
Nah, he coming for you.
Yeah, I feel like Tyler's the kind of guy.
I wish he would. I'll start talking about his movies on this podcast.
You don't need to talk about his movies on this podcast.
Yeah, that's not even a thing.
They're already bad enough.
Unless we're gonna talk about the old ones, we can talk about the old ones.
They talk about themselves.
I like Daddy's Little Girls, and I don't care what nobody says.
We were talking about this movie before we started. What's the new one called? Divorce in the Black.
Divorce in the Black.
Yeah, I just watched the first couple minutes on TikTok. I was like, this is ridiculous.
That was a subliminal to let everyone know you just need a divorce watching Tyler Perry.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Divorce from.
I've been on this campaign for the past. I don't know, but I don't mess with Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been off the Tyler Perry bandwagon, and it's nothing against him as a person, but somebody got raped, and it's just.
And my wife is cheating on me.
Yeah, it's all tragedy every time. Yeah. And I ain't mad at him because it clearly paid the bill.
Yeah, I mean, I
ain't mad at him. I'm just talking about for what I want to watch. But it's funny. There's somebody right now watching this podcast, and they're like, Leonard, you didn't finish your statement what you was going to talk about.
Oh.
And the craziest thing is, I forgot what it was. I can't even help you. So whatever I was doing with that, it'll be okay.
Yeah, y'all are wild.
That's what it is. The Tyler Perry movies just cause a lot of confusion.
But you know what? I used to love that show, House of Pain.
No,
that was a great show.
House of Pain.
So when it comes to certain, I won't say all shows because House of Pain was cool. Did he have another like the Meet the Brown show? It was decent.
Yeah, that was decent.
House of Pain was
way better. House of Pain was the best. I think that's the best work he's done.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. But not when he came back.
The plays were the best work he's done.
Oh, yeah. I meant like major productions. So.
Yeah. The plays were like bar none. When I seen the first couple of plays, it was the greatest thing ever.
That's when he had us on the floor rolling.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yo, I saw him live. Him and David Mann are some fools on this. They are funny people.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are off the stage, but on that stage, both of them hilarious, and neither one of them gives a dang about that script.
See, now people confused. They're like, "Do you like Tyler Perry or not?" Because he is
talented, but it's
more specifically, I don't like the Tyler Perry movies since the last good one. I'll say honestly is probably Why Did I Get Married? The second one.
Why Did I Get Married too?
Yeah, both of that series was his best.
Oh no, because once Gavin died, was that part one when he died?
Mm-hmm. No, it was two.
That was two.
Yeah. And when The Rock showed up, that was part two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was done. I was done.
It was over by then.
I don't care.
Well, see,
I was done.
It's a testament to the story.
She gets rewarded
for killing her.
Date The Rock.
What?
What? No. That means you kill him?
No.
I mean, he should die.
I mean, she didn't kill him.
It was his fault. He wasn't paying attention.
Okay, but then she gets rewarded with The Rock. That's the part I didn't like.
That's crazy.
But I mean, you don't know if she actually.
I don't care.
Dating her.
I don't care.
The way they have it set up, that's her new boo. You know how
that's
movies
crazy
work.
though. Yeah, yeah.
She got a reward. Then she sent a cake to his job.
Right, because he tried to take her money. That was hers.
Why do you remember that part?
Oh, because
the important part was she sent that cake to his job, tried to embarrass him.
Yeah. It was because of her devious activity.
And then why did
she
got him riled
die?
Up. Yeah, and why did he kill him?
Why he couldn't just be paralyzed like a good normal movie?
Shock value.
You know, it just.
That's the thing. People sacrifice good storytelling for just shock value.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's dead now. I'm like, we didn't need to do that.
I was just talking about that. What was that movie? Morris Chestnut, Kevin Hart. Not Easily Broken.
The T.D. Jakes movie.
When the little boy dies.
Yeah.
Pointless.
What's up with this?
Pointless.
I don't think I've seen that.
Not Easily Broken. It's an old film.
It's before Kevin Hart blew up.
Yeah,
so it's when he was like the just the comedic relief. You know, just a little. Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. They sacrifice a good story for shock value.
Exactly.
Like you don't have to kill
all the
people.
time.
Yeah, messes up.
Yeah.
I know we talk about doing movie reviews. We have to do that.
We definitely got to do one. We should do like a live, like not live, but like
no, we do live.
No, we could do like a live watching,
and
then giving our commentary on the movie.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
especially since I don't have to go back to my job for another 13 weeks.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do that real soon then. While
yeah.
So you listen. I'm free. I'm gonna do like you do. I'm free whatever.
Oh, in the chat, I'll be like, yo, I'm in the house. You just let me know.
Y'all just let me know.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I don't even know what day of the week it is sometimes. I just be like,
that's good life right there.
Yeah, that's good. But that's the baby back in school now, so
you know what day of the week it is. But that also means your mornings are a lot more free.
Oh, I'm living it up. Like I said, I like where I work. I just want to work from home. It's got great benefits. No, but I know we were talking about doing movies. I want to. We don't have to, but the Saw series. We ain't got to do the whole series. Mm-hmm. We can do something.
Ooh, and hop straight into
Saw. Okay. Saw is amazing. The story.
We gotta see like something like critically acclaimed, like
Yeah, now you talking.
Like
so we can trash it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're doing a big
like a Casablanca type critic.
No. Anybody ever see
even cult following type films.
Okay. I love a good cult follow. But anybody ever see that Life of Pi movie? It looked trashy. No. Did you like it?
I did actually like it. Yeah, it's after a book, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, it's critically acclaimed. It's supposed to be a great film.
It was decent. I seen it in theaters, and I think it made for a better film when I watched it in the movie theater. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it might be still decent.
I would say, hey y'all, what do y'all want? Oh, I'm looking at the audio. What do y'all want us to review? But
I don't trust their opinions.
It's not even that. We got episodes that haven't been released yet. So by the time this comes out, we're gonna been done watched it already. Whatever it is.
True. So you can. I mean, we got more to go. So
But we can just put this clip out there, I guess.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch a movie or something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
We can do it online, or I can host it.
Let's ask the audience. Do you have any suggestions? What's a good movie you think?
Good movie.
A good movie.
Commentary.
The movie you watched and you said, I like that movie.
Oh, The Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon?
Yes.
Bruce Leroy?
Yes.
That's her favorite movie.
Bruce?
No, you're not talking about Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, she's talking about
with the glow?
Yeah.
You talking about Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon?
Yeah. Sure enough.
I thought she was kidding.
No, she's dead serious.
That's your favorite movie?
Yeah, she will quote the whole entire film. Right
no,
now.
I wasn't ready. I never heard somebody say that's her favorite movie.
We was like, am I the meanest?
Showing up.
Okay.
Kiss my converse.
Yeah,
okay.
That's not going to be on the list.
Yeah.
We're not doing that one.
Well, you guys talking about the 5 heartbeats this whole time.
Like I love the 5 heartbeats.
But I'm talking about guys should do the documentary first and then the movie.
So watch the 5 Heartbeats documentary, then watch the 5 Heartbeats film.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get the feedback from there, because then you get the background stuff of the movie.
Now here's the thing. I don't mind doing that, but I feel like that is a movie that I've seen so many times.
Yeah.
And I've seen the documentary, and I've seen the film since the documentary. I can have this dialogue about that right now.
I think it'll be a better, even if it's a movie we've already seen before, if it's a movie we haven't seen in a while, or maybe a movie we haven't seen.
Something I can't quote.
Yeah, something I haven't watched a million times.
Yeah, I can quote the 5 Heartbeats,
because Office Hours, I can go be Big Red right now. So yeah, we gotta find
figure something out.
That'd be cool though.
I know earlier we were talking about could your lady take a photo with Chris Brown?
Oh, when the photo,
but not just a photo, a ratchet photo. With Chris Brown.
when he got him, 2 full hands. Yeah. That's a no go. That's a no go.
Yeah, I mean that's real. This is how he sets the tone. He set the tone.
You gotta put stuff out there. You gotta be firm about it too. You can't tiptoe around it. They gotta know what it is.
So you can never guess, I didn't know if you really really.
I wasn't insured. Nah,
yeah, but you know everybody up here was gonna say. I know we talked about it, but everybody up here was gonna say no. Yeah. Well, I haven't heard your answer yet. Yeah, but I'm gonna get mine
because your wife did recently go to a Breezy concert.
She did.
Did you check her phone yet?
So the reason why I say no has nothing to do with Chris grabbing their butt. It's the fact that those cost $1,000 a pop. I don't even know where you got that $1,000 from.
Because you definitely didn't get it from me.
Didn't get it from me. It wasn't in the family account. I didn't even know where that $1,000 came from.
Let me understand, just so I'm clear. Yeah. If you know where the $1,000 come from, you're okay with Breezy grabbing the buns.
Do I get $1,000 too?
If the $1,000 comes and it goes to Breezy and I do, then we got a problem.
Now we got a bigger problem.
But wait, it's enough to pay for your ticket to be entertained, right?
Yeah.
But if you pay them $1,000 for a picture,
for a photo, one.
Yeah. But wait,
I think there's more that comes with it.
Now I feel what y'all saying, because putting money in the proper places and certain amounts of money for certain things. If you do something crazy like I paid $1,000 for a single picture, could have got a picture off of Instagram. Photoshopped you in there and enjoyed the moment. You feel me?
Yeah, nobody would know. Type in the AI, what you want? Me and Chris Brown hugged up.
You feel me? Like we
make a picture.
That's simple. But y'all didn't answer my question. The part where Breezy got your lady's buns. You okay with that?
I'm gonna let him answer this.
Nobody's okay with that.
Well, I had to ask because when I said it, he was like, "Well, it's not even the picture part that I'm worried."
Men who somehow were okay with the $1,000. They weren't okay with it.
Yeah.
Because, they end up breaking up with
the relationship.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that was the issue. I was saying the $1,000 was the bigger issue.
Okay, I'm just making
money.
Sure.
We need to talk about money.
But I'm thinking about it. Okay, from a guy. First of all, it ain't flying with me. But from a guy who would give the $1,000, right, and know they about to take a picture with him, and then they see the picture, and then they like, oh, now he's kind of petty.
Yeah, he's
kind of terrible because it's like you funded this.
Yeah,
you knew this was gonna happen.
How do you fund your own misery?
Yeah,
you fund your demise.
How do you pay for your own? Did he want to break up with her, and this was just an easier way to do it?
But like I said before the show, I would not date somebody who would take a picture with Chris Brown and grab their cheeks.
But there was a good follow-up question to that. What if that's something that they did before they met you?
I would not date somebody that you would have to show me that your mind has been renewed.
I would.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not me.
So if they did it before me, sure.
That means that I'm just asking, like, is that still their mentality?
If they qualified to get with me, they had to do something right.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I can say, regardless of that, we can forgive that.
I was not a problem forgiving. I didn't even know, is that where your mind still is? Like, if your mind is still on.
If you're with me, it can't be.
That's what I'm saying. So we're saying the same thing then. Because if you with me, that's not where your mind is at.
So I'm saying I'm not locking that down to the past. Now, if it goes into more extensive things, then absolutely.
So there are some things that might be in the past that's going to affect your future.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
So does a woman's past affect you dating them?
Absolutely. Yes. Everybody's past affects your future.
Absolutely.
You guys are petty.
Everybody's past affects your future.
Listen.
I'm double advocating right now, but go
ahead.
I know
you gotta be. You guys, I know your opinion on this. But that's a good question. I mean, this is more like the little manosphere question stuff people ask. But does body count matter and all this kind of stuff? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, anything in anyone's past matters.
Yeah,
absolutely.
In regards to how we're not going to come together and create a family or relationship, that's very important. So if you got a muddy past, best believe it's going to be more difficult for you to find somebody who's willing to accept all that stuff.
That's a fact.
And I mean, it just is what it is.
It is what it is.
Your decisions show what your values are. Mm-hmm. So when I'm looking to be with somebody, I'm very curious what their values are. So I'm going to look at their life, and their life's going to show me what their values are.
Yeah. Actions, choices have consequences.
Yeah.
You can get the consequence up front. Yeah. Or it could be consequence later on in life. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was that man that you really thought it was going to be it. You found out you got tapes out there on the internet. Yeah. And he like, I'm done. And I don't blame that man, because guess what? I would be done.
I'll be now. Listen. Mm-hmm. There's somebody for everybody.
That's
but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But you got to accept the fact that there are some actions that you take that will make your pickings more slim. Mm-hmm. Like there could be 10 great guys that would want to be with you, but because you did X thing, now there's only 4. All right, you still got somebody.
Because in my opinion,
you lost 6.
If you got something going on like that, you got to find somebody else who got delivered from that, and then y'all can be together.
Yeah,
because I don't see how.
That's a fact.
Listen,
that's a fact. Y'all need to come from that same struggle.
Yep.
Y'all can testify to each other.
God is good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
I feel that.
And I just heard. So speaking of being in Atlanta earlier, there was a pastor there. I forgot her last name. First name's Danielle, a lady pastor, and she had one heck of a past.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it was all from. Yeah, it was just terrible. You gotta find her story. Mm-hmm. But all the bad stuff you can imagine, that was her life. All the stuff you say, I never dated a woman who does, that's what she did. Mm-hmm. But I mean, now she's married with children. But she also talks about not understanding how some of the things she did for quick money would affect her children growing up now. And if she'd have known what she was doing for quick money, though it was good money, she was talking about making $30K in a month doing the simplest of tasks. Anyways, though it was good money, she was like, if I would have thought about how that would affect my children in the future, or how it would affect me or what I had to do in order to do the easy things, there's no way I would have done it. So just to say, you are absolutely correct. The things you do in your past can and will affect your future. You got to be okay with that.
Yeah, don't get us wrong for any second to think we write those people completely out, because I will love on those people and love them with the love of the Lord. It could be a family, friend, close friend. I mean, it doesn't matter. But I'm not going to date or marry.
You know? Yeah.
I'm going to be 100%.
It's limits for me.
It's certain limits for me. But, everybody has their own struggle and upbringing and where they came from to where they're able to be a light and be a beacon for those people who went through some similar struggles. So I believe, and I rejoice with those people that come out of those things and, are able to preach the gospel, able to, go forward in Christ. But it's just...
Also, like, when you pick a partner, sometimes you're looking for, like, commonality in things. So if someone had this wild past, you can't relate to them.
Yeah.
So that could be another reason why you be like, okay, me and you, we just don't connect. Because I can't relate to that mentality. I can't relate to that thought pattern.
Yeah. And I think that really nails on that. That's exactly my feeling around it. Aside from just, like, it's so different than me. Like, so outside of me and what, any past that I came from, that I'm like, I don't know if I can even handle that or even know how to.
Yes. And then again, it also goes to what is your thought process now? Because how you think is going to affect how my children think. So, like, I think about this. Like, if a woman has a high body count, she'd be like, oh, that was before you. So are you telling my daughters that, it's okay to have a high body count? Just... go out there and be free, because for you it wasn't an issue, But if you got to change your mind, and now you're saying like I didn't think it was right. I thought it was right at the time. It's not right now. Then it's like cool. But if you're like, well, I was single. Well, that's your mentality. My mentality, your mentality don't.
And then also it's like how you getting into some situations, though you may have changed. Some stuff I don't even want to find out that your mentality changed. Because the fact that you got in that situation tells me that you had a certain kind of thought process that I'm just not rocking with anyways.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you ended up in that, I don't even want to know if you changed because I don't want to find out that you didn't.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's more so like the risk of I don't know. I would see it more so as like, even if it's somebody... and I don't know anything about this, and we have a good relationship beforehand, and they tell me this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, I appreciate our relationship and everything, but like that's kind of crazy a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just like now all these thoughts and things in my, because I'm human, like all these thoughts are gonna be in my head, like, okay, this happened. Like, is it something I need to watch out for? Am I, because I didn't pick up on it originally, am I going to be naive to if something happens again and I got to, how am I going to pick up on this? Because I don't relate to this at all. And so instead of having to have those thoughts and stuff like that in my mind, I'm just gonna choose to be like, you know what? I respect and love you as a person. I'll be there for you in some capacity if I can. But
yeah, and that's
just not it for me.
That's why I picked my wife. Me and her have so many similar mindsets on so many things. Mm-hmm. So it's not like some crazy thing pop out the past. You know, it's like we think alike. Yeah. So we end up in situations alike. And even if it's something that like she's not proud of or I'm not proud of, we at least know how we ended up there, right? Exactly. We have the same thought process. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I say,
yeah. I would say all that to to say to people like it's good to be upfront and honest with people in the beginning. As far as not super in the beginning. Like you don't gotta tell them your whole life story on day one. I wouldn't advise that. But like if you feel like you are garnering some type of close friendship or anything like that. I think it's really important to, let them know a little bit of insight on like what it is that you know.
I would also say live like what you want. Because you can't want one thing and live a different way. Because that thing that you want doesn't want the way you live. And I saw something I was supposed to send it to y'all in the group chat. I saw something on Instagram where the girl, she put like, where's all the good-looking Christian men at? And the comment was like, respectfully, you don't dress like somebody who can get a Christian man.
Oh my god!
I fell out laughing so hard. But that's a fact, though. It's like, don't want one thing and then live a way that's contrary to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want a Christian man, live a Christian lifestyle. If you want a rich man, live a wealthy lifestyle. You know, if you want a basketball player, I don't know, like whatever basketball player guys want in a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like you don't go to like you don't go to China and be like, yeah, I only date dudes that are 6'5" and above.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You don't go there. You're not in the right place. They're just not there. Yeah. It's probably like maybe two of them in all of.
And one's Yami.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. Y'all are funny.
Don't go to China. Anyway, before we get out of here today, how much time we got?
We had an hour 3.
Yeah, hour 3 minutes.
We pushed it today.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, all right. So obviously, some major change has already happened. Is there a major change that y'all are looking for that you want to happen? Now, this change can be anything. You can want the president to change. You can want another child.
Something a little minor.
Another child.
No. I was talking for the show. No, another kid. That's down the road. Okay? I got a post-traumatic C-section disorder right now. Okay? That junk did wonders on me. What was I gonna say? No, one thing I'm looking forward to doing. We kind of talked about it, is putting this show in a studio. So Miles found some studios.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get the right pricing, but to come together in the studio and actually have a more professional look. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna happen before the end of this year.
Definitely.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I'm really thinking of like how can we partner with them so that we probably don't even have to pay. Like, what could I possibly teach them that could help them somewhat in what they do so that they say, you know what, that's so valuable, your podcast is on us. I wanted.
Well, I'm going to let you handle that.
But yeah.
But we're definitely doing it, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Step it up, be more professional.
Yeah, put it in the studio would be dope. Like, I was at a podcast studio yesterday. And I was like, this
our brother's podcast is in the studio all the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Crazy. We need to talk to him.
Our own blood.
Our own flesh and blood.
That's.
Don't even be looking out for us.
But because he never even told me.
Mm-hmm.
Ask. My brother?
Yeah.
Nah, we're not gonna go there right now.
Yeah, that's the one thing for me.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this ice cream I'm gonna eat on the way home.
Ooh, what kind of ice cream you got?
I don't know.
You got some Haagen-Dazs?
we've been in an ice cream mood lately. So.
I introduced my wife to Bluebell. Yo, she been eating that.
Hey, listen.
Every single night.
No, wait.
People act like Bluebell crack cocaine.
She just eating homemade vanilla right now. But look, I saw in the store. I saw yesterday. See, I'm trying to stay away from Bluebell. I told you I'm working on this dad bod. That's why I didn't buy it. They got cookies and cream cheesecake.
It got cheesecake chunks in it?
I ain't had it. It looked like it though.
Listen,
I had to walk past there. What you do? Cookie two-step?
The cookie two-step.
I got that.
Okay.
Just making sure y'all two-step.
I got two-step in the
freezer right now.
I'm
just making sure y'all moving right.
That's the number one. That's the number one.
It's in the freezer right now.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
The whole big gallon one too.
Yeah. But see, I'm trying not to buy ice cream. I love ice cream, and I'm really trying to lose weight. I really am doing the best I can.
We've been in the gym. We gotta get the. I gotta get the eating part.
The eating is the hard part. That's the hardest part.
Listen, if we was eating right, shoot.
That's why I need my metabolism.
The way I've been in the gym.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I need my 20-year-old metabolism.
Yeah.
Dang, come back.
Metabolism.
You can hang up all 20-year-old anything. You can hang that up.
I'm just thinking about what can be. Unburdened by what has been.
All
right,
Kamala.
Okay.
All right, Kamala.
You really are running for president, huh? Okay. Did you practice it? Okay, I like it.
That's all you need right there. Get you some
She got a slogan.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe get, a Meg Thee Stallion type to come and twerk for you.
No, I'm not going to disgrace black people. Let me talk about that while we still got a minute.
Okay.
I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Hotties for Harris, I hated it. Twerking at a presidential campaign rally, I hated it.
But this is what I'll say, because I hated it too. I probably hate that more than anything Donald Trump has ever done, okay? I hated that a lot. But I think Donald Trump, he introduced, the divisiveness,
Yeah, you said it.
He introduced that into the presidential race, so it's just okay, y'all can do all that on the right, so we're going to do that on the left. We're going to start appealing to people who don't care nothing about politics.
Nothing.
And who just like watching reality TV shows and people twerk.
And I heard people say online, I'll be talking to people online. I heard people say online, they were like, well, she was going after the young vote and she's going to get it. And I'm like, yeah, they don't deserve to vote. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
If you're voting because somebody twerked, if that's what got you to vote, because somebody twerked,
it's not somebody's Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay. Shay. You're supposed to be a Christian.
Nah, he had to apologize for that, guys. Come on.
Liberal Christian over here. No, but if that, honestly, if I go to you and be like, yo, I see you voted this year. What inspired you to vote? Meg was twerking. I had to go vote for Harris. Nah, bro, give me your vote back. You don't deserve the vote, yo. You don't deserve the vote.
It's a waste.
Yeah,
Meg was twerking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, but you know what's funny though? So when I found it, we talked about it. Hulk Hogan was at
I talked about that too.
At Trump's thing, and I was like, what is Hulk Hogan doing at a presidential?
I don't want to see Amber Rose at no presidential nothing.
But listen, this is how bad it was. It's like we forgot that he had Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose there because she had somebody else. Yeah. Hulk Hogan went up there twerking. Amber Rose wasn't up there twerking.
Hulk Hogan ripped his shirt.
He ripped his shirt.
And said, brother with a hard ER. He was like, brother. I was like, what else you say with that ER at the end like that? Brother. I'm watching you.
But that's how bad it was. And then you got Quavo up there,
yeah, let's talk about that. To quote Kendrick Lamar, dang, I can't even quote it right now, which is crazy because I know the whole song Euphoria by heart.
And you were just singing.
Yeah, I'm having well, you know what? Because I'm so saved, I don't know the song, obviously.
Oh.
That's really what it is. But
Christian quote the whole thing.
I know, right? It's so sad. I don't remember it.
But how's it go? I I hate when a rapper talk about guns and somebody died, they turn into nuns.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what it felt like when he was up there talking about gun control. Because I was like, can I pull up some of your lyrics, guy?
Literally.
Like, and that's not to say like I'm not sorry for your loss, and that's not even to say like you don't have a change of heart, but like you got to understand that you contribute to this culture.
Yeah.
When you rap like that,
and if you have songs like that and you're talking about gun control, you need to not just talk about it that one time for the situation. You need to go and make sure people you need to make sure people understand this is not what I'm about. And if you have the power to withdraw something like that, that's what you should do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Then I would respect it. And like D-Von was saying, he was like, when an artist is 16, 20, and they talk about guns, I get it. But when you're 30, 35, like, that doesn't make sense. And I completely respect that. I'm like, bro, at some point, you need to be old enough to outgrow that. So I don't hear them talk about gun control. They faking for, like, digital hugs.
I think it's sad. And I think on both sides of the aisle, I am really annoyed with, because I understand maybe you don't know a lot about politics. That's cool. I understand that you haven't done a ton of...
Well, we haven't talked about any policy yet.
Wait. I understand maybe you haven't done a ton of studying. That's cool. But voting just because it's... I don't know, the person that people around you like... Like, that's annoying to me. If you think your vote is important, you can't vote just because, oh, this is the person that black people like. This is the person that white people like. This is the person that rich people like. You are saying your vote is so important that you can go wait in a long line to do it. You have to come to some conclusion of what is good for you. Now, I've said this before. I think we should vote for Robert Kennedy just because he's running.
That's a waste of vote.
But hold on. And because his daddy was Bobby, and because his uncle was JFK, and off of their legacy alone, I think their legacy alone is strong enough. It's just as strong a reason to vote for them as whatever these current candidates
have. I have no problem with people voting third party. I wish third party was stronger, so I have no problem with it. But I do want you to know.
Oh, I understand. Okay. But this is my other even more important thought. I am so sick of this two-party system
I hate it.
That I think as a people, if we can make GameStop stock worth what it is, we can make a statement with our vote. Because ain't nobody...
We need a mean candidate.
We need a mean candidate. And I think Robert Kennedy is the guy for the job this time.
But you got to start preaching that loud and
because
very frequently.
It's not truly even about him. It's about the fact that we know we're sick of this side, and we know we're sick of that side.
We've always been sick of that side.
And we don't know what side that is right now. But we also can't justify voting for the lesser of two evils because it's only the lesser of two evils depending on what it is that you're talking about. Because as soon as we switch the topic to something else, the other side is the lesser of two evils. So we know they're both terrible, but we can't say that the middle is a terrible decision. It's just not the popular decision. So how about we as Americans come together and finally use our heads and say what is actually better for us? One of the best things for us, don't matter who the president is, because they don't have, the most powerful man on the planet. They don't have that kind of power anyways. The best thing is for us to say we're willing to vote for somebody who doesn't have the most popular name. That's the best thing we can do because that would force us to actually say who's actually going to help the people. And if you are running on, I'm going to help you with student loan debt, and 4 years later, I still got every penny left,
bro.
You're not getting my vote again. They're lying to me. You're not doing what's necessary to put the people in place to get your policies passed. You got 4 years to do it. You haven't done it. I can't believe you anymore.
There's always lies. Like
politicians.
8 years ago, old boy said, we're going to build a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it.
I can't believe you.
That was a lie from the jump.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody believes that.
Yeah, Mexico's going to write that check.
Yeah, Mexico's going to pay for it?
Sure.
No way.
Please.
Yeah.
Buddy was on that strong stuff.
Yeah, so.
Tank their economy for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I do got some policies that I do like. We can talk about that later, maybe.
And that's what I was going to mention. Like, you kind of have to find... You have to find the stuff that you do like.
Yeah.
Because there's a ton of things that I don't like, as far as even representation and things of that nature. especially on the left, I really don't like how we handle like foreign policy. We don't have to get all into details. We don't have to right now. But there's a lot, right? And I think the common voter maybe knows like maybe one thing.
That's it.
And that's it.
They just know where the person stands on abortion.
Exactly.
That'd be the only thing they go vote a whole president off of abortion.
Exactly.
Which is a crazy. Can we talk about how crazy it is to hang your hat on that topic?
We can talk about it because it don't matter what the president thinks. It's up to the Supreme Court anyways. Mm-hmm. So it don't matter.
It literally doesn't matter what the president feels about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It don't. And then even if it did matter what the president feels about it, your state is still going to have the right to choose different things.
I need to know what you're going to do with China when they get upset. That's what I need to know.
Because we don't act like China ain't the real superpower in the world right now.
Because abortion's killing unborn babies. But see, I'm very bad. I need to know who's trying to kill me. Hey, what we going to do with that stuff? So,
I'm here. Okay?
What policy means a lot to me. I need you to be strong for policy.
And I need our dollar to be worth something in 5 years.
But the good thing we do know right now, though, is if you get, like, arrested by a foreign country like Russia or something, our country, we're going to give up every doctor of death, every spy, every assassin, just to bring you back.
Just to bring you back.
Because you want to break the law.
You broke the law.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. So the merchant of death, we'll hand him right back.
A stupid law at that.
You like to take your marijuana to Russia. I don't know who would do this thing like that.
How crazy it is? Marijuana is medicinal. It is medicinal. How? Choose my words carefully.
But you better choose it. It's recorded.
How reckless are you to be a person who can get medicinal drugs and choose not to, and then go to a place that you know is hard on certain laws? Listen, when you're not in America, some countries don't feel the same way we feel about things. You could get what you needed medicinally, and you choose not to. You have a recreational form in a place that does not approve of it. You knew they did not approve of it. Everybody knows they don't approve of it.
The merchant of death.
That just sounds like somebody's going to die.
And we just did another swap like a week ago.
Like, this is crazy.
It's trading cards now.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's a good day to be an American. They're gonna bring you back home regardless. They'll give up everybody.
It's crazy.
So it's a good day to be an American. Yeah.
Oh, but like the point that was made, you had another gentleman who got in trouble overseas and, basically lost his whole career for it. But this person gets to come back.
Yeah,
celebrated coming back.
Yeah.
Careers. Amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Yeah, man. It's really
it ain't the same. It's
Pops.
a law for them.
It's Pops.
That's a law for us.
It's Pops.
And it ain't the same law.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It's Pops.
It's Pops.
Pops plays in the WNBA. I wanna highlight that. Gosh. Pops does not play in the NBA, and I think that's not fair. I think all Pops should play in the NBA, and all moms should play in the WNBA.
And if you're not a mom, if you are a Pops, you shouldn't be allowed in the WNBA because no other Pops are allowed in the WNBA.
I'm just saying, I'm liberal here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm allowing you to choose how you want to identify and then play in the league
that you want to identify with.
I'm a liberal Christian.
Because it's liberal Christian.
We need to turn this podcast off.
This is getting
worse and worse.
Yeah. But for real though.
There was a lot of sarcasm in the last 10 minutes. You missed it. Okay? A lot of sarcasm.
I don't even, Like, didn't we just tell somebody that literally trying to get us canceled? Didn't we just say that?
Why? Because I believe that Christ is the only way to God.
Wow.
So I get us
that's a cancelable offense now.
Really?
Wow. That's crazy.
Just in case you guys didn't know, Jesus Christ is Lord. Yeah.
That's offensive.
That offends a lot of people.
Yes, it is. It is considered anti-Semitic.
Wow.
To say Jesus is king is an anti-Semitic.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, that's crazy. You guys are so...
Yeah, we might say that on every single episode.
Yeah.
You guys are so. What's the word? You really think there's only one way, and that's just not right. You know, you're so closed-minded.
You think there's only one truth.
You're so closed-minded. Only one truth.
Only one truth.
What are all the other truths that are out there?
Yeah, your truth may not be my truth.
So you mean to tell me, just so I'm clear, that 2 + 2 can only equal 4? And that's the only
to you. Mm-hmm. I'm transmathal.
I'm done. I'm
transmathal.
That's the end. So that's the end.
That's how you get an A on every
ladies and gentlemen. Listen, this has been the 3 Good Guys podcast. We're not listening to anything they have to say anymore. We do love you. Jesus definitely loves you. We want to see you here more often. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video. Share it with your friend, with your grandma, with your cousin, with your teacher from the 3rd grade. Everybody needs to see it. Everybody needs to be subscribed. And so, yeah, that's just about that. We cannot wait for next week. We got some more stuff. You got some stuff planned for us, right?
Yeah, but I really want to have a guest on. I really do.
We have a guest, actually. I don't want to say her name. There is a guest that's ready to come.
You know whose podcast I've been watching a lot?
George Jenko?
Yeah, I love his podcast.
We've been watching it for a while.
Man,
it be long.
It's getting better and better. Like, he's really, like, in his vein right now.
He's found his niche, his thing.
Yeah. He had Charlie Kirk on. I watched that one, yeah. Okay. Anyways.
But we do have a guest that is ready to come speak to us. I'll probably be here next week.
Okay,
if y'all want that.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, just get
give me a heads up so I can
I'm gonna give you a heads up. This is the heads up.
No, I need to know who it is so I can get the tailored questions.
Okay, yeah, go. I'll let you know soon.
Yeah.
I'll let you know as soon as this goes off.
Is it your girlfriend?
Is it? No, apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. But y'all, you gonna milk this whole girlfriend thing, ain't you?
Absolutely.
We'll be back next week with more girlfriend jokes.
Yeah,
definitely. But yeah, like I said, 3 Good Guys podcast. We cannot wait to see y'all.
Adios.
But we out of here.